Before I start this reaction, I just want to take a little bit of time to introduce a little new addition to my channel. Something that'll show up just every now and then. And why is she here, you're probably asking? Well, hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for another episode of Death Battle. This time we have the Dragonzord versus Mechagodzilla. Now, as I should say, with all reaction videos, especially to Rooster Teeth content, please click the link in the description below. Go watch the actual video itself on Rooster Teeth's website, potentially, or the YouTube version. Like, subscribe, sign up for first membership if you can. Support Rooster Teeth. Besides, the best way to do so, support the official release. Okay? Good. I keep forgetting how that goes with this. Meh. But anyway, Dragonzord and Mechagodzilla. I've been looking forward to this fight for a long time. It was revealed at RTX Austin when I was there, and I've seen the preview on Death Battlecast. The fight looks so good! Just, oh my god. Like, seriously, like, the 3D fights we've had this season. Black Widow vs. Widowmaker, Weiss vs. Mitsuru. Eat your hearts out! Because this looks so good. I honestly cannot wait to see the rest of it. As for how I know these characters, well, I grew up with Power Rangers, so I would like for the Dragonzord to win. Do I think he's going to, though? That depends. If it's just base Dragonzord, no, he's not going to win. But if, from what I hear, Dragonzord Battle Mode is allowed, where it combines with other Zords, which he can do, then maybe. The main issue I have, as Jaro said on the podcast, it's a Godzilla character. Like, alright, but in all seriousness, I don't really know who I think is actually going to win at this point. I'm going to wait until after the analysis to make my final decision, as always, and we'll see what happens. So, without further ado, I will shut the fuck up and hit play. I also like how I censored myself earlier, but not now. Anyway. Oh, by the way, got a pop filter on the mic, so let me know if that makes the audio better.
Deities or harbingers of doom, dragons are freaking awesome.
Hell yeah, they are.
Especially the robot kind, like the Dragonzord, piloted by the Green Power Ranger.
And Kiru,
Go Tommy Oliver.
and mysterious Mechagodzilla.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. That fight looks so good.
After being stuck in a garbage can for 10,000 years, the evil Rita Repulsa was understandably pretty pissed. So, she decided to destroy the world. Hey,
naturally.
I'd be mad too, but that's a hell of a hot take.
And so Earth's guardian, Zordon, put a plan into motion. 5 heroic teenagers would defend the planet with their Dinozords. They were the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
You'd think a bunch of kids in spandex would have a tough
I still
time
wish that
fighting an
the
ancient
movie
witch,
got a
but
sequel.
they got used to taking out her weekly monsters pretty quick, like a normal 9 to 5, just with giant robots.
But Rita
It became like
had a
every
plan.
weekend for
if
them.
her creatures could not defeat the heroes, she would create her own ranger.
The Green Ranger, along with his robo-reptile, the Dragonzord.
It went well for her for a while, but
At 90 meters tall and nearly 200
Not
tons,
for very long.
the Dragonzord proved a match for the other Rangers, even their Megazord.
Dragonzord's got a heavy-duty arsenal, like finger missiles. It's like flicking the gunk from under your nails at people, but it explodes.
Why do you have gunk under your fingers?
To flick at people. That fin isn't just a cool
Fair
head
enough.
piece. It shoots energy waves. And if
Whoa.
Megazord feels like
What's
stomping
this?
around, watch out for literally shocking earthquakes.
Despite such long-range
That game
weaponry,
looked good.
the Dragonzord seems best suited to fighting up close with its strong grappling arms and highly flexible drill tail. This drill is so impressive, it cut through a cocoon prison even the supposedly superior Megazord couldn't escape.
Yeah, that
Oh.
means 5 Zords in one. Guess teamwork doesn't always make the dream work.
The Dragonzord's pilot has even bested the other Rangers in combat on his own. Luckily, they helped him break free from Rita's control, and he eagerly joined
By
their fight
destroying an
against the
unrelated
forces of evil.
object.
This is Tommy Oliver.
Tommy wasn't
Tiger Sword
just
versus
some
Epion
rando off the
reference.
street. This guy is an expert martial artist and super dedicated to ranger work. So much so, he kept wearing the tights for years and even mentored
So
other
long.
teams. He summons and controls the Dragonzord with the Dragon Dagger by playing it like a flute. Wait, are all knives secretly flutes?
Don't try it,
Never,
Boomstick.
Not been flutes.
Oh my god, really? Wait a minute, why didn't this come up in poultry science class?
Chickens don't like music?
How stupid do you think I am? Chickens love music! Ah! That's what they mean by a sharp note!
As the Green Ranger,
Boomstick,
Tommy
you
draws
idiot.
power from a universe-spanning energy called the Morphin Grid.
His grid connection powers the Dragonzord too! He's a superhero and a battery!
Though, like most other Zords, enough damage can disrupt the Dragonzord's connection to
Wait,
the Morphin Grid and take
So
it
could he,
down
in
for
theory,
good.
just
But
leave
good
it
luck
to
trying.
fight on its own?
The Dragonzord is super strong. It made short work of Rita's monsters and even beat the Megazord, which has an average power output of 50,000 megavolts. That's the same kind of power as a nuclear warhead.
The Megazord was strong enough to punch a 10,000-ton monster about 40 meters off the ground.
Yep,
a
I
punch
remember
worth
that.
90 million newtons of force.
The Big D can even fly past a
I've
space
seen
velocity
this
and
thrown
reach the
out
moon.
in the
That's
lead
over
up to
30
this.
times the speed of sound.
The Dragonzord is also extremely durable, possibly more so than any other individual Zord of its generation. The Megazord once threw it into this mountain, which shattered. By comparing the known size of Dragonzord's foot to said mountain and applying the energy necessary for violent fragmentation against rock, we determined the
I would not be able to
destructive
do
force
this.
be worth more than 350 tons of TNT.
Jesus.
The big dragon held its own against the upgraded Thunder Megazord, and even once-shot the White Tiger Zord.
Yeah,
which was
my
supposed
friend
to be
Richard's told me
better
about
in every
this.
way.
While it's unlikely the Dragonzord could actually defeat the Thunder Megazord on its own, it certainly stands a chance with its ultimate form.
That's right, it's got a
Ah,
semi
here it
Megazord
comes.
mode of its own. While each Power Ranger has their own Zord, there's been a few times when a Ranger has called on other Zords, not to pilot directly, just to combine with theirs.
And so, Tommy can summon the Mastodon, Triceratops, and Saber-Toothed Tiger Zords to form Dragonzord Fighting Mode.
Oh,
Or
fighting mode.
Battle Mode.
But-
Or Dragon Megazord. He never really settled on a name.
Well, it's
Fair
mighty
enough.
powerful and turns its tail into a drill spear that kills basically everything in one shot. Seriously, it
Okay,
never
if he
lost
has
its
this,
will
I'm
against
conflicted.
Anything Rita threw at it. So, why don't they always use that?
And Rita's magic is devastating enough to obliterate an entire floating island.
Sadly, Tommy would lose his control of the Dragonzord when he lost his powers to his one weakness. A magic candle! Oh no! Look out for slowly dripping wax!
But powers or no powers,
Power
Tommy
Rangers
kept
is
fighting
weird.
a good fight, eventually regaining his original Morphin abilities with the Master Morpher. Perhaps one day, the Dragonzord will rise again. Dragonzord!
Ah, this music. Fucking love the Power
year
Rangers
was
theme.
1954, less than a decade after Japan was bombarded with the
Alright,
first atomic
Mechagodzilla.
weapons.
What you got?
The nuclear age had begun.
But one of these atomic weapons woke something up. Godzilla! This ginormous radioactive kaiju decimated Japan. Things look pretty
Or
bad
saves it,
until
depends on how he
scientists
feels.
deployed a bomb strong enough to kill the monster. The Oxygen Destroyer, which does exactly what it says on the tin.
Right. Dr. Serizawa's bomb could specifically target and destroy oxygen molecules, liquefying most living tissue. This
Ugh.
weapon was so dangerous, Serizawa feared its very existence threatened the entire human race.
So he went down martyr style, taking out Godzilla and all knowledge of his weird
Wow.
bomb. All that remained was Godzilla's
Now
bone.
that is
Probably
self-sacrifice.
for the best. Still, a weapon like that might have come in handy when, a few decades later, another
Ew.
Godzilla showed up.
Surprise, bitches! Brrr!
To be fair, how was he
Turns
meant to
out,
know?
Japan had been the target of many different types of kaiju for years, and had developed an anti-monster defense force to combat them.
Unfortunately,
my
their
goodness, it's just-
super powerful maser cannons barely even scratched this new Godzilla. Just look at him. Doesn't even care.
He's like,
Like
bitch,
the
please.
oxygen destroyer before, Japan needed a new weapon to combat Godzilla. They gathered their foremost experts in the fields
So
of
they were
robotics,
like, let's
microwaves,
build our own.
temperature physics, and someone whose work can only be described as cyber necromancy. Together, these leading scientists developed a revolutionary weapon like nothing before it.
Mechagodzilla!
Sure, technically this isn't the first Mechagodzilla we've seen, but it's certainly the deadliest and the most unique. So much so, it was given its own distinct name. Kiru, a combination of kanji meaning machine and dragon.
Hear you? Sounds lame. I'll stick with Mechagodzilla, thank you. Standing 60
I probably will
meters
too.
tall and weighing 40,000 tons with full gear, this badass cyber monster is loaded with all sorts of weapons. Rocket launchers, rail cannons, grappling wires, spinning drill hands, a battering ram jetpack, and even retractable Assassin's Creed blades with an extra zap. And just
Ugh.
like Zilla himself, Mecha G fires laser beams from his mouth. This twin maser
Okay, if
cannon
that's
is
comparable
twice
to the
as powerful
atomic
as the
breath,
laser guns that successfully killed
I think
other
he may win.
non-Godzilla giant monsters.
Kiru is certainly skilled in melee combat and is surprisingly athletic for its size.
Look at it go!
Whoa.
However, with its enormous arsenal, it is far better suited to long-range strikes. Like with its ultimate weapon,
Okay.
the Absolute Zero Cannon.
Damn! So it's like a super
Bye-bye.
ice beam?
As the name suggests, it unequivocally brings its target's temperature to absolute zero, or 0 Kelvin. But this beam isn't just freezing its target, it's literally destroying all of its existing energy at once. A practically impossible feat of physics. This results in
Well then.
crushing the entire target from within at an atomic level.
Oh my god. Zilla?
Yeah, I'm
Speaking
starting to
of
lean
which,
towards
Kiru is
Mechagodzilla
actually
more
built
now.
around the skeletal remains of the original Godzilla, giving them all the size and strength of the King of the Monsters.
So it's kinda like they're pulling off a robotic weekend at Bernie's with old man Godzilla's bones? Amazing.
Kiru also utilizes biochemical and molecular-based
It's a weird
DNA
comparison.
computers, which are actually based
not
on
inaccurate.
real-life experimental technology. This infused Godzilla's own DNA to improve operation speeds and give Kiru subconscious motor control, sort of a simple AI, which lets it perform some limited actions on its own, exactly like my own Cyber Goose. With the skeleton of a goose
The
Oh,
and some
fuck?
extra parts I had lying around, I say he's a masterpiece of modern science.
Well, he's got two heads now, so do we call him a goose or a geese?
It's a goose, just one goose.
But two heads make two goose, therefore
Yeah.
a geese.
It's a goose!
Oh yeah, this version's much better.
Kiru is piloted by Lieutenant Akane Yashiro.
I'm glad there's a
longtime
goose
member of
in
the
there now.
Anti-Megalosaurus Force, and your standard self-loathing anime protagonist.
She thinks she's worthless because she has no parents and accidentally got some of her friends killed. So now
Ugh.
nobody really likes her, which is real bummer. But hey, cheer up, lady! You get to fight giant lizards with a big-ass killer robot, and that's freaking awesome!
Akane doesn't technically pilot from within Kiru, but rather from a nearby jet plane, the
Oh,
AC-3
really?
White Heron, which can fly over 900 kilometers per hour. Under Akane's control, Kiru has battled Godzilla several times, and always came out on top.
But plot twist, Akane isn't Mechagodzilla's only pilot. It turns out there's someone else behind the controls. A ghost
Godzilla's
in the
soul.
machine. It's the spirit of the original Godzilla. Surprise again, bitches! It's Ghost
The
Robot.
fuck?
The DNA mind of Godzilla can wrestle the mech from Akane at any point, causing her to lose complete control.
Giving the king another chance to trash Japan again. Always fun to relive the good old days.
Though it is strongly implied Akane and Kiru came to an understanding of sorts, realizing that they were each shadows of a tragic past struggling to find purpose in life.
Like college roommates.
Regardless of who is steering the ship, Kiryu is an extremely tough machine.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't thrown Godzilla around like a sack of potatoes, and this version of the Big G weighed 25,000 tons.
Kiryu actually survived being at the epicenter of its own Absolute Zero blast, and multiple direct hits from Godzilla's atomic breath attack.
Which is even
Yep, Mechagodzilla's
to
one.
overpower the Absolute Zero.
Kiryu is even fast enough to dodge the atomic breath, which, based on this instance where an older Mechagodzilla forced the beam into space, likely travels faster than Mach 2 speeds. Kiryu itself could also fly from Alaska to the middle of Russia while carrying another kaiju in just a few minutes. Given how quickly Kiryu's fuel burns in flight, in order to make it, Kiryu was likely flying around Mach 40.
But
Jesus.
that's sadly the Mecha Monster's biggest flaw. Its battery life is worse than the goddamn Nintendo Switch.
While the White Herons can use microwave tech to recharge
Yeah.
Kiryu on the fly, a full charge
I'd have gone with
lasts for
iPhone
about 2
personally,
hours at
but
most. And using more intensive features like jet flight and the Absolute Zero cannon drains it much, much faster. In fact, just one use of the Absolute Zero drains 40%.
Jesus.
Who cares when he's so badass he can tear you apart in just a few minutes? With all this power at his metal fingertips, this is one epic machine. No man or beast stands a chance against the might of Mechagodzilla.
桐生お前にはわかるよねさあそろそろ行こうか
Pause. Okay. I think Dragonzord is screwed. I mean, if he gets hit with the Absolute Zero cannon, that's it, he's done. Because I don't really see how he could survive that. From what it sounds like, Mechagodzilla seems to be stronger, faster, and given that it can tank hits from the atomic breath, yeah, I'm thinking it's got durability too, honestly. Maybe I'm missing something for Dragonzord? I don't know. I'm kind of hoping Battle Mode will help it pull through. But I don't know if I like those chances, so I'm going to go with Mechagodzilla. Hey, if I'm wrong, then the one I want to win does win. So, either way, I kind of win. But, yeah, I just think Mechagodzilla's going to win. So, I'm going to resume. Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle!
Dragons!
Oh, I've been waiting for this. This fight looks so freaking good. Seriously, the animators outdid themselves with this. They added subtitles! Yes, I wanted that! When I saw the preview, there were no subtitles, and I was like, oh, please add that for the fight, that'd be great. And they did it. Ow, in the shin.
目標確認総称は警備慎重に行こう
And from here, it's 100% blind. Oh, doing that awfully quick. Ow.
倒れてる今がチャンスアブソリュートゼロ起動
Okay, if you're using that right away, then I'm thinking Tommy might be fine. Maybe. I don't know.
桐生今行く
Actually, in theory, if Tommy just destroys the plane, then he should be okay, right? Then again, that's a quick target. And a small... Oh!
桐生お前だけが頼るよ
Huh. I am really conflicted now. Because Tommy, you're essentially fighting Godzilla right now. Just with a shit ton of weapons. Oh my god, this fight looks good. Jesus!
This isn't working. We need more power.
Oh man, the swords, they look great.
Come together.
And Mechagodzilla's just gonna let him do this. Oh, there's a little bit of Power Rangers music in there.
Buddy mode, powered up and ready for action. Let's finish this.
If this doesn't work, Tommy's done. Oh, God. Come on, Tommy. I want you to win, but at the same time, I think Mechagodzilla will. I'm fine with either. Oh. Oh. Can he survive that?
Keep going. We've got this.
Oh.
Oh no. Pull back. Pull back.
Oh, yeah, Tommy's fucked. Yep. Poop. Still has a hole in his chest, though.
KO! Oh man, talk about a close one.
Finding the victor here wasn't easy. Both have performed amazing feats of strength and durability, and both wielded massive arsenals of unbelievable devastation.
Akane definitely proved herself fighting Godzilla a few times, though Tommy did have way more experience piloting mechs and fighting monsters for years and years. Plus, he's
That's
a
true.
freaking superhero.
But while skill and experience are incredibly important, it doesn't always triumph over raw power.
That's what she said. Nope.
Compared to Kiru, the Dragonzord was rather lightweight, with far less impressive feats of strength.
Yeah, well, Dragonzord could match the Megazord, who could lift a 10,000-ton monster. Mechagodzilla tossed around a 25,000-ton Godzilla.
Yep.
More than double the weight. Mecha G certainly had the advantage up close.
And also from a distance. Kiru's arsenal was overall better suited to long-range combat thanks to a wider assortment of missile and beam weapons. Simply put, Kiru possessed more options for controlling and ending this fight.
Like how they both had instant kill moves, but only one of those depended on getting right up close. Plus, while Fighting Mode's max power wasn't too clear, it could compete with the Thunder Megazord and Rita herself.
Remember how Rita blew up an island? Easily one of the most impressive destruction feats in the Rangers' early years. Based on this image, we can measure the exact scale of the island.
To blow that shit up, you'd need a blast of at least 2.6 gigatons of TNT. So Dragonzord's Ultra Drill Stab was likely in the same ballpark in terms of power output.
However, this pales in comparison
enough.
to the
Yeah.
Absolute Zero cannon. Here, it's destroying the real-life Prince Hotel New Tower and several surrounding buildings. Using the known scale of these structures, the energy output to destroy them must equal 128 teratons of
Jesus.
TNT.
That's over 49,000 times more powerful. And don't forget,
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla once survived being in the middle of this blast. There was no way Dragonzord could put down this tough son of a Zilla.
Tough son of a
Dragonzord's
Zilla.
arsenal and Tommy's skills certainly made this an intense match, but they were clearly outclassed by Kiru's awesome power and unwavering durability.
I'm just glad they didn't let the fight drag on.
The winner is Kiru.
Congrats, Kiru, or Mechagodzilla, whichever you prefer.
Hey, thanks for
I don't
watching
know.
this episode. If you want the battle
All right.
music for yourself, you can
What's
click
next?
the
I'm
link
excited
in
to
the
find out.
description below. And check out on the right side of the screen next to Ben, you can watch more stuff.
Wait, who? Oh, Sasuke and... Oh! Okay, so that's become a death battle. Okay. That fight was freaking awesome. Oh my god, like, the animation has just gotten so fucking good. Though I am sad that the Power Rangers losing streak is still going. But hey, this was the closest fight that they had, I think. I don't know. But as soon as I heard about that Absolute Zero laser, then I was like, he's won. But hey, regardless of the result, that was still a freaking fun fight to watch. As, you know, all death battles are. Now, as for the next time, Sasuke versus Hiei. I don't really know these two all that well. I remember vaguely Hiei's backstory. It's like something to do with a stone, I think. I don't really remember it that well. And Sasuke is from Naruto. But hey, if he's comparable to Naruto, then I have a good idea on how powerful he should be. So, yeah. Also, a little fun fact, that next time, it will come out just before my birthday. Oh, no, just after my birthday. Like, literally the day after for first members. So, hey, if the next time after that is something that I really, really want to see, then I'll consider that a freaking good birthday present from Death Valley, I mean. Force a habit. Okay, before I end this video, I just want to mention, so if you want to hear me talk a bit more in depth about the episode, then me and my friends, Jedi Bender and Jaro, do this podcast, Let's Discuss Death Battle, where we'll talk about this and the next time. I'm not really going to have a lot to say on that, because I don't really know these characters that well, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's coming up, and this was a fun episode. So, thanks for watching, all of that stuff, and here's whatever outro I didn't use last time because I keep forgetting. Bye.
Hello loves, Tracer here. You've just watched a video by your only mate. Subscribe, like, comment and check out his other stuff.